Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to their live streams, Tuesday Game Reviews, TRS-80 night, again tonight. I have here as the main event this interesting game called Cyborg by Computer Shack, which is a company I never heard of, from 1982. It says 1982 on it, Cyborg. The game is pretty interesting though. It's a loose cassette, I don't have the manual, I'm sure it's online somewhere, I didn't look. But it's pretty self-explanatory, I think, mostly. So hopefully don't need it. Hey, Pirate Gear Boy, how's it going? Good to see you. And yeah, I don't know, maybe Computer Shack is cashing on Radio Shack. So I have this as the main event, as I said before. Also have another issue of CLOAD Magazine. We have February 1980, and I have some other stuff too if we have more time and we're all right. Want to go some more. Got a couple people here. Let me start the Twitch stream. Sorry, I forget to do that all the time. There's always like one or two people there that don't talk, but, maybe if I keep on going like, hey, Twitch people, is anybody there? Maybe one time someone will say, oh, yes, we're here, hello. I don't know. I'm not really expecting that to happen, but you never know. Yeah, so in case you just joined now from Twitch, which is very unlikely, but we got Cyborg by Computer Shack, 1982 TRS-80. We also have CLOAD Magazine, February 1980 issue, maybe some other stuff. Hey Mark, how's it going? Good to see you. Did you get those Atari tapes running yet? Right, let's jump right into the CLOAD Magazine, which is everyone's favorite. CLOAD Magazine. It cost $3.50 per copy, or $36 for the year. Let's load this up. Insert cassette tape. Let's put in the tape. Let's type in the magic word, CLOAD. Let's don't forget to press play on the cassette. There we go. Now this thing is running. CLOAD is always an epic experience as Pirate Gear Boy 12, and I totally agree with that. It's definitely always fun. I'm wearing this t-shirt that I got from Hero, what's it called? Man, I'm like spazzing on the name now. The Hero University people. Glory and Corey Cole. Quest for Glory. It says 30 years of glory. Mark says, all good here. Hope you're doing well. No, I don't even have an Atari 8-bit computer yet, let alone a tape drive. Hey, Dr. Guillotine, how's it going? Yeah, I saw the Space Quest on TI-99. I haven't really looked into it too much, but it looks pretty cool. But I was wearing your Cygnus Entertainment T-shirt just earlier. I just changed it to this one just now because I stunk. But that's why I streamed it last night. How is that going, by the way? How's Cygnus Entertainment going? So what's going on here? CLOAD, the Auto Magazine. Issue number 20. What does this mean? What the hell was that? Anybody know what that was? Maybe let it roll one more time to see what it is. You're about to ask what? About the shirt? Oh, yeah. I was about to play some games on Atari for 800, but I saw the stream myself. So I appreciate that you joined Pirate Gear Boy 12. That's awesome. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to be shooting something? Or is it a bug zapper? I don't know. And a bunch of people. That sounds pretty cool. Anybody interesting? Anybody I know? Let's see what the next program is. Okay, well, we know it says on here. That was the cover. The next one should be Election. So let's check that out. Roberta's Full Blast Designing. Wow. For those of you guys who don't know, Dr. Guillotine, aside from having a cool YouTube channel, he's also one of the main people working on the new game that Ken and Roberta Williams are working on. I forget what the current name of it is. Maybe you can remind me, Dr. Guillotine. I forget off the top of my head. I should know this, but I don't. Yeah, Mark, by the way, you can go buy like a Atari 8-bit computer, if you want to really badly, or you can obviously use an emulator also. What I do is just connect a regular tape deck into Audacity and load the audio in. Top Secret, that's what it's called? Alright, cool. I thought it was like The Secret or something. That's called Top Secret. Sounds like Maxwell Smart or something like that. like a secret agent spy game. That's pretty cool. Any idea when it's going to come out? Sometime in 2022. We're early in January, so 2022 is a wide target at this point. Mark says, "Yeah, I know my dad has a 400, 800, 800 XL. Oh, come on, man! Wow, he got to give you one of those at least. He's holding out on you. It sounds like." Oh, sounds like you're a pretty cool dad, I gotta say. What's I'm surprised your dad hasn't given you one of those machines yet. We gotta hang out at some point again, Dr. Guillotine. I don't know whether this will be another vintage computer festival or what, but we should figure out how to hang out. We'll probably announce the game at GDC. Oh, cool. Marx is going to dump them all in them really. It takes a long time to get through his piles of crap. Parking Your Voice is the 400 is basically Atari 8-bit for the kiddies. That's not very nice. I mean, it has the memory and keyboard. That's why you don't like it, probably. Although I had one that I bought off eBay where they modded it to have a regular keyboard. And that was pretty cool. The 800 is real bad. I had the 800 XL actually when I was a kid, which obviously came out a few years later. But that was a pretty cool machine. But I didn't really load any tape-based programs. I only had discs that I remember. A bunch of pirated stuff. I didn't have that much actually. The 400 keyboard is terrible. The 800 is for real, man. Well, this is a long program here. Actually, I did try to do this before, so it's a little bit weird. You'll see what happens here in a second. So this is the free software. Well, not free, but the pretty free software. Hey, Gamers Grotto, how's it going? Pirate Game Boy says they did advertise the 400 membrane keyboard being spill-proof. So I guess that's what you're saying. It's for kids. That makes sense. Dr. Keating says Commodore for life. Yeah, I had Atari 800 XL, but I only had a few games for it as a kid. I remember having Pole Position, Miss Pac-Man, Kangaroo. I had a couple of the Infocom games like Zork 2, Zork 3, I think. I had a few other I had Lode Runner. I had Spare Change by Broderbund. I had a few other titles, not too much. But then I had a Commodore 128 that I got a little bit after that. And the Commodore 128 had like so many games, like almost all of them were pirated. Alright, look at this. 1980 U.S. presidential election. Version 1.1, 11/12/79. Hey, Ben, how's it going? This is Commodore for life. Did the Bills win? I didn't even look into it. Did the Bills beat the Jets? Probably did, I'm sure. The program was basically self-documenting and follows the actual U.S. presidential election as much as feasible. Good luck with the best candidate win. So I have to actually delete lines 2 to 5 for it to have enough memory to run. So let's see what lines 2 to 5 are. List 2. It just says version Linville, Tad Staffel and Co. Box 1176, Whitman College, Walla Walla, Washington, Bellevue, Washington by Scott L. Richmond. Copyright CLOAD 1979. What's line 3? The due memory limitations. It's necessary for the user to delete these lines. This program is based self-documenting. Okay, we got that. And list 5. Okay, that's all the information we just saw. You got your 128 signed by Bill Hurd. That's awesome. Gamers Gross, I remember playing Pole Position and Lode Runner by Tandy 1000 as a kid. I haven't, Lode Runner on Tandy 1000 is probably not bad, but Pole Position on Tandy 1000, I mean, was that really like a good game? Alright, so let's delete these lines. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's try to run it again. Alright, the program is defining variables. Please stand by. You're the AFC East champs. Wow, that's a big accomplishment this year. I'm just kidding. Any year the Jets is just a free game. The Jets are a complete joke. I saw they played Tampa Bay a few weeks ago or last week, and they almost beat them, and then they just threw the game away. Of course, that's what they like to do. All right, what's going on here? 1980 U.S. It said to pause it. 1980 U.S. presidential election, current national poll. Oh, I didn't get to read it. SALT 2, national. I was trying to read on the. Let's try. How do we pause it so I can read it, actually? What's the pause button here? Pause is F4. Let's try that again. I'm going to run it again. I've seen some people say Pole Position on the Atari 8-bit is bad. I used to play Pole Position on the Atari 8-bit. I thought it was a great game. I thought it was incredible. Actually, I don't know why they would say it's bad. I thought it was a great game. I have it now on the IBM and the Commodore. I need to try those versions out. But I used to have it on the Atari 8-bit, and it was a great game. Or they changed it from before? Okay, because I paused it this time. So current national poll: issue SALT 2, National Standards Center, National Defense Center, National Health Center, Economics. They changed it from before. Economics Liberal Center, Nuclear Power Center, ERA Center, 4I and 8 spelled wrong Center, and Abortion Liberal Center. Okay, now I'm pausing it. Okay. Now I'm paused it, but that's not ready to go yet. Okay, how many candidates are running? I mean, I don't know. Like 19 U.S. president. Don't you know who the candidates are? Let's say 2. Candidates. I should do 3 actually. Let's start over. Let's do 3. I'll do this one more time. So Dr. Guillotine is an Oilers/Titans fan apparently. Wait a second. The Titans were never the Oilers. The Titans used to be the Cleveland Browns, weren't they? I'm confused now. Were the Oilers the Oilers? The Oilers became the current Cleveland Browns? I can't remember anymore. What the hell? What's the Cleveland Browns is definitely part of that picture. All right, so that happened here now. So now it's SALT 2's Liberal Center, National Defense Conservative Center, National Liberal Center, Erie Liberal. Okay, fine. So tell me what it is, Dr. Guillotine, because I don't remember, and I'm too busy focusing on this right now to think about that. All right, let's make 3 candidates. The Titans was the Oilers? Okay. Candidate's name, Carter. Party affiliation, Democrat. All right, so either from 5 center to 9 ultra liberal. So let's say he's ultra liberal. Yes. National defense, ultra liberal. Yes. Browns became the Ravens. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yes, I forgot about that. How did I forget about that? All right. He'll make Carter ultra liberal on everything. Economics, ultra liberal. Nuclear power, ultra liberal. ERA, ultra liberal. Foreign aid, ultra liberal. Abortion, ultra liberal. Okay, next candidate, Reagan. Republican. Okay, so hey, how come he only has a choice? Because he's Republican. He can only be 1 to 5. He can't be liberal on anything. I didn't notice that. Okay, I would say SALT 2. He's very conservative. AOC. National Defense. Probably very conservative. National Health. I don't know what David is. Conservative. Economics. Ultra conservative. Nuclear power. Probably ultra conservative. ERA. I mean, does he even give a damn about ERA? Conservative. Foreign aid. Ultra conservative. Abortion. Probably center for Reagan. Alright, last candidate will be Stu. He's independent. So I can be 2 to 8. But I'm just gonna be a spoiler. I obviously can't win. SALT 2. Don't give a damn. National Defense. 4. National Health. 5. Economics. 3. Nuclear power. 6. ERA. 8. Foreign aid. 5. Abortion. Sure, center. Oh, wait a second. So now there's... What happened? They put 2 Reagans there? And there's also Edward Kennedy? What the hell just happened? What's going on? I paused it again. Do you see there was another Reagan, and then there was also Ted Kennedy? What about Carter? They don't think the incumbent president's going to run again? This is not... Okay, there's a primary. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just gonna let it go, I guess. These are all the polls for the different states. Well, who cares? I mean, what's the difference? Oh, so look. So there's Reagan that I put in, who's Republican, who's conservative, I said. And there's Ronald Reagan, who they have. Ronald Reagan, who's also Republican. What the hell? Like, who wrote this program? Ronald Reagan? Alright, whatever. Let's just see what happens. This program sucks. Why did they even tell me there was already going to be, like, Carter and Reagan loaded up to begin with? Now we just had Stu be the candidate. Oh, now they do the primary vote? Okay. This is what, the Republican primary? The Democrat primary? I mean, either Reagan's going to win or Reagan's going to win. If Edward Kennedy beats Carter, that's a little bit weird. Yeah, Mark says, if they just spelled forward earlier, so I would expect good spelling throughout. So the computer's like working really hard on to count the votes. Wow. This is like a thrilling program. Reagan versus Reagan. We need Reagan also. Reagan, and Reagan. Oh my god, we can go through each state individually? How hard is this to make up some numbers? Are they trying to make it exciting? Like, this is CNN reporting the primary election vote tabulation is now being processed for New Hampshire. New Hampshire. We need some stereotypical computer noise singing your old movies. Yeah, that's right, like... Primary election vote tabulation now being processed for New Jersey, sir. Is that enough stereotypical noises for you? How is this ever to end? This is ridiculous. Slower than the real election. Alright, well... It seems like it's on the end of the alphabet, so maybe that means it's almost over? I'm not sure. It's on W. Is there any other states in... I guess it's Wyoming, maybe? District of Columbia. Okay, you done now? Good lord! Oh my goodness. Okay, finally. Looks like it's an even split here between Ronald Reagan and Reagan. Okay. I just paused it for a second. I don't know why I paused it. Okay, so my Reagan won 6 of the states, and Ronald Reagan won 2. Probably fixed selection also. Alright, so my Reagan is better than your stupid Ronald Reagan. So we good now? We get rid of Ronald Reagan. You guys, 265 delegates. I think that's what it said before. The Democrats are not going to hold a primary. Oh, so Edward Kennedy's won on most of these issues. What the hell? Why is Jimmy Carter not in the program by default if they have Ted Kennedy? Who ran did Reagan run against Carter? Is my imagination. Did Reagan run against Ted Kennedy? And I missed that? Edward Kennedy is more popular vote, but it's not as big of a landslide as Reagan versus Reagan. I guess in this universe, Ted Kennedy has the Democratic nomination. So weird. Primary election number 2? Oh, now it's another group of states? Screw this. This is ridiculous. They spelled Delaware wrong also. Delaware. That's why it didn't take that long. That was like Super Tuesday or something, and it wasn't. That was just the primary. You can check. Carter, you may adjust your stand on economics and ERA. Should I keep playing this, guys, or should I just abort? What do you think? Yeah, I'm not changing my stand. The Reagan's doing pretty good, so definitely not changing. What? Oh, -2 to 3. I'm not going to waffle my thing just because I'm getting my ass whooped. Let Edward Kennedy win. I don't give a shit. As long as Reagan wins the end. Or Stu. What happened to Stu? Oh, he's independent. I don't get to. I don't get to be part of the thing. Oh my god. Well, since nobody told me to abort, I guess I'll keep going for a little bit. Ben's is not liking this game, to be honest. Yeah, I sort of agree. Although, I'm curious to see what happens, I guess. Never going to play this thing ever again. That's pretty certain. Hey, always asleep. How's it going? So it already beat out Shibuya Scramble for Game of the Year. That was pretty quick. That didn't hold the spot for very long. Mark says, I wouldn't mind seeing it resolved just once. Yeah, I'm sure in the same camp. I'm curious. I know it should go a little faster. It's like apparently this program must use tons of like all the memory of the TRS-80 because you saw like I couldn't even those REM statements couldn't be in memory. It was too much for it. So I don't know. I guess it's a good time to say, if you're watching this after the fact and you're not subscribed to the channel, for some reason, maybe you want to subscribe, hit the like button or something like that, and, you know, maybe it'll make you feel good in some way. Maybe it'll make me feel good in some way to see you subscribe. Probably will. Because we can use more good people who like weird-ass games in this channel. Like all the good people who are here right now. And all the people who have been here. And the people who have left. New York, New York. It's a hell of a town. The Bronx is up and the battery's down. The people ride in a hole in the ground. New York, New York, it's a hell of a town. Mark says, maybe it just calls a sleep function for each state that makes it a random number. Maybe it does. I mean, like, I could maybe speed up the emulator. Can I do that? Probably break the damn thing. Let's see if I can speed it up. Here, speed 2x. It's probably dangerous, but let's try it anyway. Oh, I can't even go to 2x. Let me go to... There we go, 2x. Alright, it's going like roughly twice the speed now. I can go even faster. We're able to read some of the stuff that comes on the screen. Hopefully it's going faster. I think it is. Is it going faster? I mean, theoretically, it should be going twice as fast. Alright, pause it for a second. Alright, again, Reagan is winning almost everything. That's why I said he can adjust his stance on nuclear power and ERA. So Reagan still won most of the states here, including New York. And the popular vote. And I got a lot of delegates. Is that enough to win? Oh, now Carter's doing a little bit better. Ooh, look at that. Carter won more states. But not the big ones like New York. Ooh, Carter has more delegates now. Oh, it's getting exciting. We still have a bunch of states here left. Are these all of them? I'm gonna stay the course here. Florida is this very important state. You know, they say that whoever wins Florida usually wins the rest of the United States. And I won Florida big. Really big, I tell you. Very big. I also won Georgia and Louisiana. They stole it from me, of course. How you guys all doing? My Trump impersonation not so good, of course, but, you know, try. You know what's going to happen, by the way? I predict this right now. The emulator's going to crash. Right at the end. It's going to be like, and the winner is, it's going to be like, syntax error in line 72. Or something like that. And that's going to be the end of it. That's my prediction for this evening. Hey there, Johnny Bond. How's it going? I was just watching, what's it called? That movie, No Time to Die, with your cousin, Mr. James Bond. All right, Reagan again is winning everything except for nuclear powered ERA. Reagan. Okay, Reagan got more votes. Reagan got more delegates. Let's see how Carter is doing against Edward Kennedy. Ooh, wait, this is issues. Who cares about the issues? Uh-oh. I think Carter's done. I think, Carter, I think you're done here. I think you're done here, Carter. They're so close, though. I mean, there's still a bunch of more states. The primary is so close. Like, what do? They like, you know, they go fight over it. Courtesy of national defense is ultra liberal. I'm gonna change one thing here. I'll whip out a little bit. Reagan's gonna stay the course. The reason why I waffled was just because you know, I thought it would be better to win the election, and I really have no morals or anything like that. What which movie for your dad? Oh, the James Bond movie. I missed it in the theaters. I was busy watching all the other like 25 movies and catching up and rewatching them. And I actually had never seen any of the Daniel Craig ones. So I watched Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and then by the time I watched all those, it wasn't in the theaters anymore. So I just bought the DVD. And the Blu-ray rather, and I just started watching it. But I'm like about 3/4 of the way through the movie, so when this is over, I'm probably gonna finish it. So no spoilers. If you can handle it, no spoilers, folks. But yeah, it's so far a good movie, and a lot of people are complaining about the fact that Bond is in the future movies. Bond might be a woman or something like that. I guess because they have the female 007 in the movie, I'm assuming that's what everyone's complaining about. Oh, wow, what happened here? That's weird. Okay. Illinois is an important state, so we don't care about those other ones. Reagan's still winning. I have the ultimate DVD box set of Bond. Oh, look at that. Now Carter's winning because he changes he waffled. But it probably may not enough to win. Let's see. Ooh, slightly more popular votes. Ooh, just slightly more delegates, too. There's still a bunch of states left. Jeez. Well, they're showing you how these states are, so you can decide if you want to change your policy to win in these other states. That's how it works. But that seems really cheapo. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I got the Blu-rays also. I got the one that was the Bond 25, so it has everything through Spectre. But and I watched all of them basically, just recently. By the way, what I learned is don't buy DVDs from Deep Discount DVD, or Blu-rays rather. Even though the company, I like them and they've been around for a long time, and their prices are usually cheaper than Amazon. The problem is if you buy a set like that where there's 25 Blu-rays in it, and like one of the Blu-rays is bad, they make you return the whole set before they'll send you a replacement. So like, let's say, Dr. No is bad, everything else is good. So now you return it, and you get a set back where like, For Russia with Love is bad, and everything else is good. You still have a bad one. Whereas Amazon, they'll send you the new one, the replacement first, and then they'll say send back the bad ones. This way you can check them all out first, and if one of them is bad in the new one, you can swap them out until you have like a good copy and then send back the bad ones. So Amazon is actually much better in that respect. Johnny Bond says, first thing I noticed watching Dr. No HD was a stunt double changing ethnicity between shots. The first thing I noticed watching Dr. No HD was Ursula Andress naked, but I guess they teach their own. But anyway, the problem with the Star Trek, the original series on Blu-ray, the high definition ones, which I have as well, is a lot of the time when they do fights, they have a stunt double. And on TV, you couldn't tell, but on the high definition, it's even on the DVDs, it was super noticeable, and you just see all the time it's like stunt people fighting, and it's really very like off-putting, unfortunately. Sean Connery's toupee. Sean Connery's toupee. Well, I won Texas. That's good. Sean Connery's toupee isn't that bad. Except maybe in the later movies. Dr. No, he didn't have a toupee, did he? I really don't think so. All right, we got the big state of California here left still. That's all I care about is California. California! I don't know. Reagan should win California, because wasn't he the governor of California? I'm the governor of California. And Reagan was also the governor of California. I would definitely be the president of the United States if I'd been born in America, but I was born in Austria, unfortunately. Your wife was a Bond aficionado, so you did have a toupee? Really? You know what's weird about Bond is the fact that apparently they asked Roger Moore to be Bond before they asked Sean Connery, but I think, is that right? What am I thinking? Hold on a second. I think they asked Roger Moore first, and Roger Moore was not available. So then they got Sean Connery, and then after Diamonds Are Forever, he said he didn't want to do it anymore because he was too old. And so they got Roger Moore again at that point, who was older than Sean Connery was. So, and then he did like 6, 7, 8 movies after that, right? It's some crazy thing. Gamers Grounds says Star Trek was the worst for that on Blu-ray. Just some rando in terrible wigs. There's nothing like them at all. It's like you and me, and then like some other guy comes like nothing like me. Just and like the thing is like he wasn't like William Shatner wasn't afraid to do the stunts. There's plenty of like scenes where they do stunts, but like whatever for reason, some scenes they didn't want to, whatever. And then it's like there's one scene where guys like thrown against the wall, looks nothing like him. I think they made Ronald Reagan win California because they knew that he was he's the governor of California. So my Reagan may be dead now. I still have more electoral votes. Do the U.S. use computers? Yeah, Amazon's your buddy. Got Soul Star Wars 4K. Dixon messed up. They said new ones. Yeah, that's how it should work. Do you use computers kind of votes idea? I think they did. Oh my goodness, look at that. What's going on here? Okay, so Reagan became the devil. Oh, this is bullshit. Look at that. They have the same number of delegates. How is that possible? What? Do you see what it said? After careful consideration, Carter withdrawn his name from the list of candidates. Why would he do that? It was exactly the same number of delegates. It was tied every single vote. Wow, this is really stupid. So we got Reagan versus Kennedy. Hey Ninja, how's it going? Majors they campaign national defense, nuclear power. I don't even know what happened here. I'm just going to keep my stance. I don't think it makes a difference anyway. Reagan will keep his stance. They knew Carter was going to lose. No, but Carter withdrew, it said. He withdrew. It's so stupid. Carter's the incumbent president. Why the hell? That makes no sense at all. What happened here? Oh, Stu won Alabama? I think Stu won Alabama. Reagan wins Alaska. How did I win Alabama? Edward Kennedy wins Arizona. Did it say Stu won? It did say Stu won Alabama, right? This is crazy. Reagan wins Arkansas. Look how great numbers Stu is pulling for an independent. Independent gets like 20% of the vote. That's a victory. Reagan won California, of course. You seem like an Alabama kind of guy. Look, I mean, listen. This is a victory for the independents. I gotta tell you, if I could pull such great numbers in the election, then I would be like a party nominee the following time around. Like, look at Stu. He spoiled everything for everybody here. Let's go. I think Reagan's winning so far. He got California. That's the most important thing. And he got Florida too. Look, I only lost. I only got 40,000 votes less than Kennedy. Oh, man, I want to win like one more state. Come on, give me a break here. Hawaii. These are close. Idaho. I did win that first one, didn't I? Was I dreaming it? I thought I won it. I guess I'll say at the end. I'm not sure now. Okay, Illinois. Okay, Reagan's going to win for sure. He got California, Florida, and Illinois. Yes, Reagan was an actor in the 50s. Ronald Reagan? The actor? I suppose Jane Wyman was the First Lady, and Jack Benny was the Secretary of the Treasury. Good night, future boy. All right, come on, let's go here. Reagan still needs a few more states. This is not like playing out. Like, how is the Republican getting all the Democrat states, and the Democrats getting all the Republican states? There's something wrong with this picture here. I feel like this program is fundamentally flawed. Reagan, who's a Democrat, is picking up like California, Illinois, Florida. He'll probably get New York. And Edward Kennedy's getting everything else. I think Edward Kennedy's going to win. Oh, you got Maine. That's nice. Only for 4 electoral votes. I think this program is rigged. I think the guy who wrote this program liked Ted Kennedy and wanted to see Ted Kennedy as the president. And he just forced it in here like this, hoping it would have some impact. What do you mean good one, Ben? Was that a good impression or just a good reciting of lines? Yeah, it looks like look, you got Michigan now. It's Reagan still has. Oh, I did. So I did get 9. It's on the bottom. I get 9 electoral votes from Alabama, but Edward Kennedy has 139 to Reagan's 108. I didn't realize on the bottom it was down there. Mississippi, Reagan. New York, Reagan. New York, New Jersey. Missouri, Reagan. Reagan's catching up. So exciting. Montana goes... See, again, Montana would never vote Democrat. Whoever wrote this program is completely off the rails. They have no clue what they're doing. Oh, the impression was good, thank you, sir. This is ridiculous. Nevada, Kennedy, fine, but like he wouldn't get Montana. New Hampshire, Reagan. Where's New York? Reagan needs to get New York. New Jersey. Stu! Yes! Stu wins New Jersey! Woohoo! I carry my home state. Hey! Can I give my delegates to whoever I want afterwards? Edward Kennedy, New Mexico. Yeah, New York, Reagan. There we go. All right, Reagan got New York. Stu carries the home state of New Jersey. I'm actually gonna really run. This is good. If I get 26 electoral votes for this independent, it's pretty freaking awesome. Oh, it's very close here now. It's very close indeed. What other big states are left? Oh, Texas. So, like, is Texas going to go to, like, to the Democrat? Is that what's going to happen now? Just to make no sense at all? Ohio to Kennedy. Oh, my gosh. Kennedy's winning. 25 votes. Oklahoma to Kennedy. Oh, no. This is scary. How many? 207? Is that the number? Oregon to Reagan. Where you guys all fall asleep on me here? Pennsylvania to Reagan. All right, it's a solid win for Reagan there. What's the number you need to get? It's not 207. It's supposed to be more than that. 247. Rhode Island to Reagan. It's so exciting now. South Carolina to Reagan. All right, now we're getting more realistic here. More like the actual election. South Dakota to Reagan. It's my Reagan, not the Reagan that was in the program. Tennessee, Ted Kennedy. I think it is 247. Whoever gets Texas is going to win. Why is the game called Cyborg? Texas to Reagan! There we go. Yay for Reagan! All right, now Stu going to pick up some more states. Utah to Stu! Woohoo! Hey for Stu, 30 electoral votes. I'm very happy here. Vermont goes to Reagan. This is great. This is fun. This is not Cyborg. We're still playing election. We're still playing election. But we're almost done. Virginia goes to Reagan. Washington goes to Reagan. Johnny Bond says, I wonder if the game is real stats or just ask for random numbers. All I know is I'm very happy that Stu won New Jersey. What could be better than that? Oh, 270 you need? Okay. Well, Reagan got his 270. Thank you, Ben. She shows how ignorant I am about the numbers. Look at a close race here. Thank you so much to Reagan. This takes us to Utah. Because I won Utah also. Wyoming to Reagan. Is West Virginia and a District of Columbia. Or maybe West Virginia's already counted. District of Columbia going to Edward Kennedy. Looks like that's it. 24 states hold by each of those other ones, but Reagan was inaugurated President of the United States today at 1 p.m. The oath of office was administered by Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court. Reagan thus became the 40th President of the United States of America, and all is well with the world. And of course, Reagan named Stu as his Secretary of Video Games, because in recognition of the fact that he won 3 states, and he wants the people of New Jersey to be happy. Reagan won Grenada invasion saves and Johnny Bond. All right, that's it for that. That was fun. That was entertaining. Let's go to the next program. CLOAD. That was fun. I mean, it was stupid, but I had a good time. I really enjoyed winning New Jersey. If I'd won, like, District of Columbia, I wouldn't have given a damn, but I won New Jersey. That kind of count for something. So how's everybody else doing today? What's everyone else going on? What's going on? I don't know who's here still. We have definitely an all-star studded cast of regulars in the chat going in and out. Always Asleep says CLOAD of the year. It's pretty early to say it's CLOAD of the year because we're only in January, It might be like even the next program could be better for all we know. Or even an issue, the next issue could be better. So, Always Asleep is always naming everything of the year. Iran-Contra affair will happen. Did you guys ever see this Saturday Night Live sketch where Phil Hartman played Reagan? Where, like, he pretended to be, like, old and senile, and he's like, oh, yes, thank you very much. Oh, hey, young lady, come into my office. And then, like, as soon as, like, you're on, like, okay, back to business. Like, we're selling arms to the Contras. Like, all these different things he was doing. That was, like, super funny. Classic Saturday Night Live skit. Oh, man. Reagan was actually, in my opinion, a good president, but I know everybody has different opinions of that stuff. He was pretty unifying. The second time he ran, he won by a landslide. Ben says eating homage cookies now. What's homage cookies? You mean like homemade cookies? Was it like a change there or something? I'm assuming they're supposed to be homemade cookies. But homage cookies sounds good too. What happened? Why'd the tape stop? What just happened? Something screwed up? That's weird. Hold on a second, let's do that again. Oh, first of all, let me change the speed back to normal, because maybe that's screwed something up here. Speed back to 1x. And let's reboot. This has been the longest CLOAD session in a while. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Pirate Game Boy 12? I mean, it has, because that game took forever. And I sped it up twice the speed, too. Homemade, yeah, I figure. I love cookies. I love homemade cookies. I love store-bought cookies. I like all cookies. I like cookies a lot. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. I could go for cookies for a while. I never, generally not so interested in cake. Like, I could eat cake, but like, it doesn't really appeal to me so much. Unless it's very specific types of cake. But cookies, like, man, I would eat like a whole plate of cookies if I could. If I could get away with it. Without gaining like 1,000 pounds. Not a bad thing? Okay, good. It's good to hear. Alright, almost done here loading. I think it was just a bad load the first time because I tested all these programs, they all work. When we get to Cyborg, it's going to be a thing of beauty. I also have this, so I was thinking of doing this, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do it after Cyborg if there's time. It's one of those weirdo programs for weird people. BioCurve, a biorhythm program for microcomputers. And it's like one of those things that you tell it like when you were born and stuff, and it'll tell you like what's going on in your life right now and stuff like that. All right, Kala. This is like Mancala if you guys have played this. Was a TRS-80 popular as Johnny Mod? It was extremely popular, actually. Very, very popular. From 1978, let's say, 1977 when it came out, until like 1983, 1984, it was a very popular computer. But yeah, it was only in the U.S. Alright, so each player takes all the beans in one of his pits, puts them one by one to the next pits. He can place beans in his own kala and his opponent's pits. The last bean lands in his kala and gets their turn. If it lands in one of his empty pits, he captures the beans in the opposite pit plus his own bean. The game is over when all 6 pits on one side are empty. The other player gets the remaining beans. The player with the most beans wins. You can play either a computer or a friend. I suck at this game. That instructions suck, but luckily, there's actually a good thing here. Would you like a sample play of the game? Let's say yes. So it draws the board. Those are pits, and those are kalas. If a player A moves from pit 4, his last bean will land in his kala, and he'll get another turn. So the way it works is like, if I say 4, and the arrow goes up, and I'm player A, I put 1 bean in here, 1 bean in here, 1 bean in here, and I'm done. Because my last bean lands in my kala, I get a free turn. So say enter 4. And now it shows what happened there. 1 here, 1 here, 1 there. So player A now gets a second turn because his last bean landed in his own kala. Plus enter to continue. Player A will now move from pit 7 and capture the beans in B's pit 3. So if I go 1, 2, 3, my last bean ends in an empty pit, so I get all the ones and this guy's on the other side. That's basically how it works. Enter 7. And now it says, player A captured 3 beans from B's pit plus 3 plus his own bean, plus enter to continue. End of game example. Player A's turn, enter A please. Johnny, the TRS-80 ran at 1.77 megahertz. I sped Cyborg. That wasn't Cyborg. That was Election. We didn't get to Cyborg yet. I sped that game up because it was running really slowly, so I sped up the emulator. All right, so enter 2, please. So he put his 2 in here, but then player B got all the leftover beans. So player B won. Player empties pits. Player being on their main 9 beans. Which review the instructions again? Let's say no. So I'll just play one. I suck at this game completely. If I'm sure the computer will beat me. So let's just do that. Do I just play against the computer? Yes. I'm gonna do what they told me to do actually, but I really suck at this game big time. Hey Hugh, how's it going? Alright, so which pits do? So which arm pit? Let's do 4 like it said. Oops, I lost the focus. Let's do 4. Okay, and now let's do 7 like it said. Super Brain's turn. He's gonna do 4 probably also. He's thinking. That would have been cool, a game about cyborgs. Right? What did he even do? I guess he did 4. Now he's going to do 1, I'm assuming. No, he didn't. Why didn't he? He did something stupid. I don't know what the hell he did. Alright, I'm going to do number 6, I guess. That'll give me an extra turn. And now I'll do number 7. Super Brain is really stupid. They suck at this game. This is the kind of project you do when you're learning computer language. Super Brain, you're not so good. But I'm not so good either, so I'm sure it evens itself out. Let's do 2. I don't know what to do here. Let's do 3. Okay, now I can do 4, and at least I'll get those 2. Okay. Now, 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what's a good move. I have no idea. I'll just do 2, I guess. Maybe I'll do 5. I'll do 2 first. I'll do 5, no choice. Super Brain is taking a long time. Alright. So now I'll do 2. The extra turn. I'll do 3, and I get those extra ones there. Now it's his turn. The problem is, once I run out of turns, he gets the rest. But if he goes 4, then they'll be on my side. So I think I'm going to win this game. He's taking a long time. Surprisingly, play the other game. Which other game? Cyborg. I'm gonna. We're still working on the CLOAD Magazine, Hugh. Yeah, he's taking a long time. All right, there we go. Well, I only have 1 move, so I'm gonna take my 1 move that I have. Why did it end? I'm not sure why it ended. Well, I still won. I can't believe it. I suck at this game big time. So the algorithm that the computer has must be really bad, because if I beat it, then I mean it must be terrible. And I mean, I could tell it was bad because it spent a long time thinking. I played versions of this where it just right away gave me next here's the next turn. So Mark says, yeah, you win. Parking your ways your patch. If you ever try Call of Duty, I game for this century. I just played freaking this game, remember? Remember, Hugh? Where I played this freaking game? 428 Shibuya Scramble? It came out like a couple years ago, for God's sakes. Alright, anyway. I think let's not play this again. Too bad this is an Activision. Alright, let's try the next game, which is... There's one last game here. It's not really a game. So there's Monitor, which is like a utility, and there's Dissertation. Let's try Dissertation, just to show you guys what it is. It's sort of interesting, actually. There we go. Hopefully this will load pretty. Yeah, this should be a quick load. Yeah, Hugh, I played. You know how many hours I played this stupid 428 game? It says copyright. I mean, it's for PS4 for God's sakes. Can't be that old. I played it for like 70 hours. 70 fakakta hours. We're old school here, says bad. Yeah, that's right. He says, my bad, I'd like to apologize. I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. But you spelled judgment correctly, which is more than most people do. Alright, a computerized dissertation on system performance. PS4 so last decade. So what this is, this will basically have the computer make up like a bullshit article for you, so you can publish it somewhere. Thus, the characterization of specific criteria affects a significant implementation of any discrete configuration mode. Thus, a large portion of the interface coordination configuration necessitates the urgent consideration be applied to the greater fight-worthiness concept. Thus, the constant flow of effective information adds explicit performance limits to any discrete configuration mode. I think it's repeating itself already a little bit. Why is it starting with thus? Thus, the Pro's configuration baseline is further compounded when taking into account the anticipated fourth-generation equipment. Similarly, the independent functional principle is further compounded when taking into account a discrete configuration mode. On the other hand, the incorporation of additional mission constraints is further compounded when taking into account the greater fight-worthiness concept. Alright, the hell with this. But you get the idea. It's just a stupid thing. Yes, I understand some of these words. But just put that down, stupid, having flashbacks. It always seems like change my mind, subpar sealants. So you making your mind too early. Johnny Bond, I almost bought that Shimui game last team, so I forgot. Well, probably a good thing for you. Whoever watched you play that game, give props. Yeah, I agree. Whoever watched the whole stream of this game, like, deserves a freaking medal. I said that last time. You deserve a freaking medal. I took it out of the PS4. Here's the disc. It's probably never going into this PS4 ever again. I probably could just like chuck it, whatever, but I paid good money for it, so I'm not just gonna chuck it. All right, here we go. We're gonna play now. We still have this thing here, the bio curve, but let's play the highlight of tonight. Today's main event, Cyborg by Computer Shack, 1982. Let's start up this thing here. Let's reboot the computer. Let's put in the cassette tape, and you'll see right away this is a snazzy program. I say snazzy. Here we go. You ready? It's not basic program, it's a system program. System. And we type in Cyborg. And look what happens right away. Starts loading. Look at this. Heading for Satellite Station Cyborg to begin the sport. So they don't mess around. You know, get cute like a loading thing, too. Beer coaster. Gears Grass, if you found it boring, why'd you watch it? Well, to be fair, he didn't really watch it. He was just trolling the whole time. So he didn't really watch it. Mark said, I only watched one of those 428 streams. I had no idea what the hell was going on. It's a really weird game. I mean, for sure the people that made it were on some kind of drugs or something. Yeah, this is fancy stuff. So while we're loading this, I will again say, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to the channel, what am I going to do with you? Shame on you, sir, or madam, or whatever else. You should be subscribed to the channel. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that like button, because it helps save the iguana when you do that, actually. I don't know how, but I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. Anyway, like and subscribe, and leave some comments, and join us for the live streams like the other kind folks that are here right now, so you can heckle me in the chat like Huge Ass is doing. Huge Ass is, Stu gets it. Yeah, I get it. HG is no Blake 316, which is one of the best trolls in the history of YouTube. I don't know that person. Yeah, Mark says, smash that like button. Go ahead, hit it so hard that it smashes, and you can never press it ever again for anybody else's stream. Just like, smash the like button. Like, smash! Like button! Hulk smash! Huge Jazz says, I do what I want. What are you, like Cartman? I don't think what does. We're heading for Satellite Station Cyborg to begin the game. I think they wanted to cover up the asterisks, or why they did it like this, but instead of asterisks, we just see like a blinking black thing. Take an effing hammer that like button, goddammit! Ben says it's time for Commodore games. Yeah, it's getting time for Commodore games. Actually, this is the game I want to do a video on in the near future. This is one of the games. Have you guys ever seen this? Adventure Creator. So, the only reason I didn't actually do this, and it's not like type of adventure you might think. It's like, here's a screenshot. It's like supposed to be like Legend of Zelda type adventures or something. The only reason I did not actually play this on the stream yet is because I also have this here, Adventure Creator, for the Atari. And it's probably the same thing, but I want to open it up and find out. But if I'm going to open it up, I want to do like an unshrinking video, you know? So like, I need to do an unshrinking video for this, and then I want to do like a stream video of both these games. Oh, here we go. Can you guys hear that? I don't care about the iguanas. Mark says he likes Adventure Creator. Alright, so this is the exciting presentation of Cyborg. Created by Bill Dunleavy and Douglas Frere. Distributed by Computer Shack, copyright June 1982. There's a phone number you can call them. Did you still want me to turn it down? Hugh says she tries to call it a sense of humor. Heard it's helpful to have. How'd you hear about that? I mean, I'm surprised you know about that, Hugh. My dog is having a seizure. Alright, let's say I for instructions. Now, these instructions are a little bit hyperactive here. Arrow, turn it down more. Alright, I'll turn it down. Okay, alright. How's that? Is that better? It's a little bit hyperactive. I don't know why. Arrow keys direct. The law of Cyborg. Turn it off. Arrow keys directional control. Brake, switch scanners. Enter stop sled. 1 to 4 the 4-speed settings. Q increase speed by 1. A decrease speed by 1. Spacebar activate high energy shield. I don't know what this means. Fast robot 60 points. Slow robot 30 points. Mine's 100 points. Mine will destroy you without your shield activated. Else your sensors will be disabled until you have a signal module. Signal module 100 points. Collect all modules to proceed to the next complex. So we gotta remember these instructions here. Yeah, it looks like your console's having an aneurysm, I agree. So arrow keys, brake. The brake usually exits the game, but I guess in this case it doesn't. Let's go. Hey, it did that by itself. I can't do anything now. Let's give some ZX. Oh, thanks, Mark. Yeah, I did reach 800 subs, but like, I would have mentioned that because tomorrow will be $7.99 or $7.98 again. Come on, why isn't that working? Oh, because I'm pressing the wrong window. That's right. All right. Sorry. So break. Does break not exit the program? No, it doesn't. Escape does not exit the program. There's a break switch scanners. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 speed settings. Spacebar. I'm gonna try to remember this. Or let's press M for the Masters of Cyborg. Turin bar of Liar and the Green Warrior. All right, let's play the game. Alright, so I have this guy going. Hey, Miami Sunrise, how's it going? Good to see you too. Alright, so how does this work here? The keys. Oh, it says in the bottom, the keys. 1 to 4, QA, enter, arrows, brake. So brake goes to this motor. I can see where all these things are that I'm trying to pick up. I don't know where the hell I am, though. Where am I? I may have to move a little bit, then I'll know. Okay, let's go by speed. I stopped. Okay, I'm that thing there. I'm that domino shaped thing. And that's a mine. That's not. I don't want to hit the mine. I think I'm supposed to pick up all these signal things. Now, and then the mines will blow me up. If I use a spacebar, I have a limited amount of shield there. On the top it says shield and it shows how much there is. I'm not sure what happens if you hit the walls. There's also a bonus that's counting down on the top right. Now, I tried you can go off the screen and you end up like in like No Man's Land or something. Like I'm barely on the screen right now. I think it looped or something. I'm not sure like how I got to where I am. I don't know what that is. Like a flying. That's a bad guy. I don't know what that is. I don't quite figure out what the hell's going on here. I'm assuming I can't shoot or anything. I can only use my shield. Alright, so hitting the walls are not fatal. But hitting bombs are... Okay. Alright, so basically what just happened is I ran out of time. So my bonus went to 0 and I ran out of time and died. That's enter. Alright, so this is my second guy now. I got almost all the modules though. It only shows like... So I guess I want to go faster because the bonus won't run out quite as fast. That's the last one. Alright, so modules all attained. Spend money on this game, which is Johnny bought headaches around the house. Right, now that was Alpha Complex, now I'm in Delta Complex. That should get harder theoretically. Again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing is part of the problem. Did I loop from one side of the board to the other? Yeah, I did. So, like, this board wraps around, apparently. And the time goes down even when I'm looking at the screen. Do those things kill me? I don't know, but I bet you they do. Yep, they do. I was just trying to find out. Well, when you die, it's sure serious about this. You need silence. That's why you timed out Hugh. Alright, I killed that guy. I was trying to figure out how to speed up. You just like the arrow keys don't make you speed up. Like you need to like actually put your speed on first, and then you speed up. You're quite impressed with this? I know where the hell I'm going. That didn't take me anywhere. It's a maze. Oh, jeez. Come on. Alright. Okay, here's one. The modules and keys. It shows dollar signs for each of the modules I have to get. Oh no, what's this? This is what happened to me last time. Like, what's with these... What is this? Why can't I go through there? I can't go that way? With the edge of the board or something? I don't know what's going on. Like, why can't I go that way? I can go through here. I feel like I'm like, I exited the board. I'm in that side there, apparently. I know this is because it costs much more, you're saying, but it's better than the CLOAD stuff. I mean, yeah, but not by much, is it? Where's this? Oh, those are all freaking bombs. Crap. I pressed the wrong button. Hey, Jim, how's it going? Jim says, I have to admit, that's a really nice presentation. Sound and glue for TRS-80. This is the visual design of the career when James Cameron was on acid. The flickering must have been a torture and a CRT of the era. Yeah. It's an interesting game, but I have a hard time figuring out what the hell to do. Like, there's a radar here, right? How do I know where the things are that I want? Oh, robots, modules, sled. Okay, so I have only there's one more module, actually. Alright, I see. So if I go up here, theoretically, is it the right way? Yeah. Can I go through this? Be careful. There it is. I just have to read the map properly. Module obtained. Oh, now back to Alpha Complex. This is depth 3. What does that mean? The squares again. I don't know what's with these squares. Can I like read this thing. Okay, gosh, you don't have a lot of time here either. Looking at the map does not pause the game, folks. Ooh, that was close. Oh, shoot. We're also about to go up there. To the left. Yeah, there we go. Alright, Mark, thanks for being here. Have a good night. This is all made for test characters. I see Zorian Siege reported the TRS-80 as well. You're just saying that you get Jim talking about Zorian Siege now. Sigma Complex. Oh, come on, that was cheap. You just start me off right near your thing? Start moving, bastard. It's a little too fast. Alright. It's my last guy. Ooh. It doesn't pause the time, I think it does pause the guys. Otherwise I'd be toast already. We're also going to go there. That was close. We're going to... Two more left? Down there and there. The wrapping actually helps a lot. If you can figure out how to wrap to the other side, you're in really good shape. There it is. Oh, I can't get through there. Ah, come on. It's right there. There we go. Whew. Frogger the TRS-80 looks pretty good. I had to try Frogger the TRS-80. I have a copy of that. I have like 3 copies of it, actually. Where am I now? I was trying to avoid that, and I couldn't. It's like level 5. Contest completed. Yeah, Master of Cyborg. Your name, please. I was on number 3 on the list, because it wasn't too hard, because the others weren't taken. Interesting game. I mean, it's like, it's not extremely deep, I guess, but it's very well done, in my opinion. It's very loud, obviously. What do you guys think of this game? It seems like most of you guys think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. But not very deep, obviously. I don't know why they had the decision to use speed settings as opposed to just having up be the speed. It would be probably nice if you could shoot. Johnny Mods is quite creative use of text mode. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty fast. It's a very fast move for the TRS-80. It's refreshing to actually hear noise. This is the Pirate Gear 12. What do you guys think? Should I play one more game? Should I try the biorhythms? Ninja says agree, also it's cool. I'm glad you like it, Ninja. Ninja is a person of few words. Ninja stealthily hangs out in the chat and every once in a while decides to give a pearl of wisdom. Pirate Gear voices, considering to play this game doesn't run at 8K 60 frames per second. Always loses, I don't know how I feel about this. That's interesting. Always asleep, you can elaborate. Pirate Gear voices, sure I can try the other thing. Ben says Nito. Alright, that's good. So, should I try the other thing? Or should we play another game of this? What do you guys think? We have one vote for try the other thing. will tell you what a couple things I do like about this game, which are like small things, but they show a lot of polish. One is that there was a loading thing, remember? Number two is all this like sort of automatic demo, like it goes by itself. I feel like that's pretty cool. All right, another game. All right, so let's try the biorhythms. I mean, that'll be it for today. Let's quit this. I'm impressed by it alone. Keep me interested. Yeah, I mean that's exactly right. It's very cool. It's pretty cool for the TRS-80, but I mean, how long can you play it is the question. Let's load the bio curves. So I need a volunteer. Who wants to volunteer to put their information in for the bio curves to get your results. I already did mine. It said the next 3 to 5 days will be a very emotional time for me. So like I'm already like, got like some tissues over here for when I start like crying like my TRS-80 isn't working. So do we have any volunteers to be the guinea pig for the bio curve to see if it works for you guys? This is another piece of commercial software, of course, by the Hated Book Company. The Hated Book Company from Rochelle Park, New Jersey. I'm not sure how much this cost when it came out, but they were like an early game publisher, serious one. Obviously, they had a book company. Oh, it says here very clearly how much it cost. $9.95. That was $9.95. I don't know how much Cyborg was. Probably, assuming it was probably like a little more than that. This is $9.95. And other games that the Hated Book Company made were Sargon 2, which we got to play. Gridiron, a micro football game. I think we did play that one. Micro typing. Batter Up, a micro baseball game. I think we played that too. Backgammon, which I will never play. And the other two don't sound like games. So, who's volunteering? We need a volunteer. We need a brave volunteer. Come on. Somebody step forward and volunteer. Step right up. Step right up. Get your famous biorhythms read here. Only 0 cents today. Special deal. The TRS-80 is going to predict everything about your life. It'll tell you to divorce your wife or jump your boyfriend or kill your children. No, it won't go that far. Oh. Excuse me. Gamers Garage, everyone is dead. I don't think everyone's dead. I think nobody's brave enough to actually volunteer. For example, it needs you not so much. I think they need your birthday. I think that's the main thing. So, you can lie if you want to give us something close to your birthday, but the problem is, in order to really see if it's going to work, like if it's accurate, you need real information. That's the problem. So somebody who's brave enough to give their birthday, I think is the main thing here. Honestly, was too scared. I don't believe in this witchcraft. Yeah, I'm with you a little bit. Gamers Grotto says, I'll do it. Okay, we got a brave soul here. We got the Gamers Grotto is going to do it. It would be cool if it said, like, if it said, like, you are a big loser or something like that. I would find that very funny. So this is the longest program so far, by the way. The tape counter, you see, it's almost at 300 already. So obviously this program is bigger than the other ones we've done. I think the biggest one so far was like 200 and change, I'm pretty sure. So even though this is a really, like, stupid probably kind of program, it may have a lot of code in it. If I actually my address, I don't think it asks for your address. Just your date of birth, I'm pretty sure. This is the type of thing which I don't know what to do with it because it's not a game. I don't really want it, frankly. Alright, run. Hated Book Company, Inc., BioCurve, Microflare Associates, copyright 1979. BioCurve. Do you want a general explanation of the biorhythm concept? Let's say yes. Ask for your social security number. Biorhythm is a very advanced and scientifically proven life science, which defines a person's well-being and vulnerability to mishap in terms of three principal cycles or rhythms, each of which can be graphically depicted as sine curves with the same amplitude but with different frequencies. The physical cycle is complete every 23 days, the emotional cycle every 28 days, and the intellectual cycle every 33 days. They all commence simultaneously at birth and are not congruent again for slightly over 58 years, at which time they begin a second identical 58-year pattern. Johnny Bonds is cool to early New Age PS. When a particular curve is on the positive upper side of the zero axis, the individual is enjoying positive strength in that particular aspect of his existence, and is less vulnerable to challenges there too. The opposite is true on the negative side of the axis, where he is recharging. I guess he or she. However, the greatest instability or vulnerability occurs at the points where the curve crosses the zero axis in either direction. These occurrences are known as critical days. The positions, positive or negative, of the other curves in a particular cycle's critical day is also significant in the overall effect. Okay. A critical day may be a single when only one curve crosses the axis on a particular day, the less frequent double when two cross on the same day, regardless of individual direction, or the rare triple, which occurs years apart. Caution is recommended. What is that, Ben? Your lottery numbers? Caution is recommended on single critical days, not because they are going to be bad days, but because you will not be as well able to handle difficulties pertaining to that particular aspect of your life until the curve is clear the axis and stabilized, either positive or negative. Double critical days are obviously more dangerous, and needless to say, when the sun rises on a triple, it will be a good day for you to spend at home under your bed. Proceed to continue. BioCurve provides a broad spectrum of user options, the selection and display of biorhythm plots, and the charting and projection of critical day information. All operating instructions are provided. What is your name? Gamers Grotto. What month are you born, Gamers Grotto? What crackhead wrote this? April. What day? What day, man? $22nd. Really? Is that really your birthday, or are you bullshitting? Is that really your birthday, dude? What year? My chat is delayed. Your chat is delayed. Whoever wrote this believed in the age of Aquarius. Yeah. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. What year? What year? 1981. Okay. Now, it doesn't really explain the most, but I think the reference month they mean is now. Like, what's today's date? So, reference month is January. Reference day, I mean, I guess the 10th at this point. What year? 2022. The plot spans 30 days. How many days prior to referencing about the plot to start? Let's say 10. Alright, so press I for intellectual plot, E for emotional plot, P for physical plot, C for combined plot. Ben, you want to do yours next? Alright, we'll do yours afterwards. We can do two-person biorhythm comparisons, too. D for critical J chart and projection. Alright, let's first... O for new program operator? What does that mean? Like, O for new program operator. It's like, press O and it's like, alright, next person. Alright, let's say I for intellectual plot. Let's do that first. It's a little bit slow, this plotting. I think the combined plot is probably more interesting. Let's do the combined plot after this. So right now, Gamer's Grotto is at the very bottom of his intellectual peak. That's what it's saying here. He's in the toilet for the next 3 days in terms of intellect. But it also said that it's when it crosses the axis is the biggest problem. Now, you didn't break the graph. Okay, let's do combined plot. Let's see. So let's do the intellectual first anyway. So I should have just done combined. Why would you not do it combined? Seems like it's wider than it was before. Maybe it's my imagination. All right, so Intellectual is not doing too well right now, and the moment of crisis is going to be on the 20th of the month when he crosses the plane again. Next one is Emotional. Emotional looks like he's in a high right now. Right now, Gamer's Grotto is soaring in the heights of emotion. I sure tell you I have Untitled Tropes. No, I tell you what you told me. Oh, look at that! It's very close, almost a double. It's like your E and your I are very in sync here. In fact, they were together. Looks like they were in sync together. Did you have a moment on the 5th of the month where you were not able to handle yourself intellectually and emotionally? That's the question. Even the P is super close also. Wait a second, look at that. Not quite, but it's very close. Remember, if there's 3 of them together, like at the same time, then you probably want to hide under the bed that day. So it looks like the 19th of the month for you is going to be very, very bad, Gamer's Grotto. You need to be careful. The P is for physical. So basically, right now, he's an intellectual moron and a physical weakling, but his emotion state is very high. He's probably crying right now or something as he looks at this, and he's like, "Oh my God, it can't be!" But meanwhile, if I understand correctly, the 19th, when they all start crossing the line together, you're not about to cope. It just says, "Oh man, you're about to have a rough time." All right, so let's see what it says here. Critical day chart and projection. The following display each critical day of the sliding period chart by type and annotated to indicate the relative position and either occurs on that day. So you have, what does it say here? There's no triple critical. They don't actually fall out together, but you have, all these are 3s, which means single critical, 1 positive, 1 negative. Okay, it's not so bad. Even though it's very close together, it doesn't seem to care about that, even though it's very close. Press P for projection. I'm calculating your next double and triple critical days. It looks like the ABCs for someone with phonetic issues. That's funny. All right, after this, we'll do Ben. How long does it take to calculate it? You know, it's funny. These stupid programs, they're more fun almost than the Cyborg thing. And same thing with the election program. The election program was silly but fun. Ben, don't be rude. Ben, come on, it's not cool. We got women in this chat too. Am I gonna die before this calculates? I hope not. Oh my gosh. What's going on here? It's probably if it's taking such a long time, that means they're super far in the future. Bowel movements are fine. We all bet is February 16th, 1974. It's also an interesting day. February 16th, 1974. Is that your real birthday, Ben? Because if it's not your real birthday, then there's no point doing this. Hey, Sir Spankums, how's it going? Sir Spankums in the house. What's taking so long here? Come on. Finally. Your next double critical day will occur in approximately 1 month and 13 days. Your next triple critical day will occur in approximately 8 years, 1 month, and 14 days. Alright, so you got a lot of time for your next triple critical day. Double critical day, though, you got coming up soon. So that's not good. What is it? In February 23rd or something thereabouts, you want to be hiding underneath the covers, I think. Old movie computer noise is appropriate at that moment. That's funny. Whatever that means. Let's stop the program so we can read again what it means. Because it did say what it meant before. And then we'll do Ben. Yeah, quite a conversationalist there, Ben. Oh, it doesn't say here? Oh, I missed it. It did say it, but I skipped past it. Oops, let's do that again. Sorry. I'm gonna lie to Master Stu. Sorry. There probably was this porn star. He probably is the porn star. Alright, okay, it says here, cautions recommended on single critical days. Double critical days are much more dangerous. And needless to say, with a sunrise or triple, you can spend time under your bed. Time to feel the curve. Alright, let's try Ben's thing here. February 16th, 1974. Ben, February 16th, 1974. The reference month is January. Reference day is 10th, year 2022. Let's do 10 days prior, like we did before. Let's do C for combined plot. Okay, so Ben is right now at the peak of his intellectual prowess, looks like. Look at that. The next few days will be really good for you, for intellect. It's time to go go sign for Jeopardy or something, I don't know. Okay. And then we have emotional. Emotional is down the toilet right now. You see, his cart lines are not in sync the way Gamer's Grotto's were. Gamer's Grotto was like really close to having them touch each other. Emotion's going higher too. So your next critical day is on the 14th. Or 15th, I'm not sure what that is. And then we should have physical. We're gonna get physical. Oh, physical is not doing too good right now. Physical is declining. So right now, Ben is... Yeah, Gamer's Grotto, you had much more overlap in your curves. I'm not sure what that... We could probably make a joke about that if there was a woman here taking this, but I'm not sure what to say for a man with his overlap in your curves. Oh, look at that, though. Press C to continue. What does that mean? I have no idea. Let's do critical day chart and projection. P5. E5. So 5 is double critical. So you have a double critical coming up actually this month, according to this, if I understand correctly. In a few days, you have a double critical coming up. That's exciting. P for projection. Now this might take all year though. Ben's P is everywhere. It's not that kind of P, Gamer's Grotto. Well, that was fast. Look how fast it did it for him. Because your triple critical was for not for another 8 years. But Ben's double critical day is occurring 20 days from now. And triple critical day in next year at this time. Or around this time, like in December. So you better be careful. January 30th for you, Ben, is going to be a tough day. You better practice up somehow. I don't know what, but you have a rough time, and then, next year, sometime in December, you have a really shitty day. Anyway, I mean, this is like new age stuff. Like, I'll tell you something. They sold this program for a reason because people bought it, and I've seen variants of this program for every single computer there is. Everybody bought this stuff. I don't know who did it. It's funny. In the back here it says, researchers are asserted that we are governed by three like researchers are asserted, like which researchers? Which researchers? I don't know which researchers they were, but like some researchers are asserted about it. So how do we? What happens if we compare two-person binary comparisons? I'm just curious. What happens if I put in the two together? What was it again? April 22nd, 1981. I'm calculating the comparative curves. Probably make a good joke about that. You're not useless, Ben. You just gotta be careful. So, I mean, but anyway, the bottom line is, like I said, this is like new age stuff. Like at some point, people thought this made this you can predict stuff from this, but like, I mean, it's about as predictive as horoscopes. I'm pretty sure. Maybe less predictive than horoscopes, and trying to determine really like what actually affect you on anything. Here's guys as researchers. Obviously, they can't say Frank who came in drunk from accounting. It doesn't have as nice of a ring to it. Yeah, basically right. Oh, really? In 2 weeks, you're taking carry-in for stomach surgery. Oh, that's not good. So maybe there's some validity to it then. But it didn't say 2 weeks, it said 20 days. So that's not good either. Be careful, man. Be careful. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't get superstitious or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it's just superstition, but, it's all for fun. This is not like a serious thing. This is all good fun. Ninja says, I'm curious how to plot mine. Ninja, if you want to give me your birth date, or if you want, we can do it offline if you don't want to do it on the thing here. Stu, your game costs shit down to event, we will sue. Okay, disclaimer right now. Stu's game reviews, and Stu himself, is not responsible in any way for the output of any of these programs, or for anybody taking any stupid actions, or any smart actions for that matter, as a result of any of the outputs of these programs, or any of these programs themselves. Everything you see on the Stu's Game Reviews channel is intended solely for entertainment purposes only. Any similarities to real persons, whether alive or dead, are purely coincidental. Even if they gave me their birth dates right here on the chat, it's still purely coincidental. Alright, so combined comparison are not feasible to... Okay, so let's do intellectual plot comparison. I've burned this game. Oh, this was fast that time. So basically, Gamers Grotto and Ben are completely opposites when it comes to intellect. When Ben is smart, Gamers Grotto is dumb. And when Gamers Grotto is smart, Ben is dumb. That's what I got from that here. They're also pretty much almost opposites when it comes to emotions. When Gamers Grotto is doing well emotionally, Ben is a complete wreck, and vice versa. And P... I don't see X. What? Why is there no X? Maybe because Gamers Grotto just has no physical power at all. He's a complete wimp. I'm not sure what happened there. Gamers Grotto, I think it sees right through you there. I think it figured out that you're a complete and utter weakling. And your physical ability is just, compared to Ben, it's not even on the charts. You're completely off the charts when it compared to Ben. Your intellect crashed the game. Well, I think your physical ability is what crashed the game in a negative way. It's like you're not even charting, dude. I mean, like you forget it. You're dead. All right, well, I think that's it. What's with the new program operator? Like, who cares? What's the difference? Oh, no monthly board. I'm not doing this again. Ninja, if you want to contact me offline, feel free to give me your information, and we can run a plot for you. I'll only charge you $9.95, the cost of the program. But I think that's it for tonight. It's been a little over an hour and a half. Really good stream. Thanks everyone for being here. Next time will be a new adventure game, which I've not selected yet. I know which game I want to play, but the question is, will I be able to find it in my pile of garbage over here? And the answer is probably no, and therefore I'm probably going to settle for playing a different game that I don't want to play. But we'll figure out what it is. It's not going to be something for the PS4, I'm pretty sure. It'll be something older, so that won't be this game. It'll be a different adventure game. And then we will play, after that, another Atari 2600 game. That's the cadence we're going here. Ben says that's it. Before I die, we're in my car 64. You're not going to die. Miami Sunrise, thank you as well. It's good to see you. Pirate Game Boy said this was a fun stream. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone who was here, all the cool people. That includes Ben, Pirate Gamer Boy, Gamers Grotto, Miami Sunrise, Ninja, Always Asleep, Sir Spankums, Huge Ass even will give you a shout out. Mark, Jim, who else was here? I feel like I'm missing one person. Oh, Johnny Bond. Can't forget Johnny Bond. And whoever else I missed, thanks very much for being here. Got a great stream, a lot of likes. We'll do this again really soon. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And we'll do this again soon. You're not nuts, Ben. Don't worry. All the cool people who are here, as Gamers Grotto says, and all the non-cool people, we appreciate you too. We all got a bunch of nerds here. If you're a lurker, you aren't cool. Yeah, I agree. The cooler people are the ones that speak up. But someday we'll get the lurkers converted into cool people as well. Thanks, everybody. Johnny's still here. I mean, I thought you left, Johnny. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. And thanks for, like your hat always asleep. And peace out, everybody.